I have to live the rest of my life knowing that I wasn't there for my baby.
I just want justice for my mom. Something has to happen. We don't feel safe.
Count 2, the verdict reads, we, the jury in this case, being duly impaneled and sworn, do find the defendant, Terrell Edwards, guilty of murder in violation of Revised Code Section 2903.028 of the Ohio Revised Code is charged in count 2 of the indictment. It is signed unique by all 12 jurors. Pursuant to their directions, the firearm specifications
stabbed in the screen on the phone, and I remember her coming towards me to her side of the bed, so I reached under the mattress where she keep her firearm, and I remember getting up and I thought that I shot her.
Why did you shoot her?
Because she was coming at me with the knife.
And shoots her 6 times. A revolver, emptying the revolver into Amanda Williams, killing her in her own bedroom. She had told him to leave. I want you to leave. Go. He said no.
Outside the Justice Center here in downtown Cleveland, where Terrell Edwards has been found guilty on 5 out of the 6 counts. He is the fiance of Amanda Williams, and those counts include felonious assault, murder, as well as domestic violence.
October 9th, 2023, Warrenville Heights, Ohio. 11:30 p.m., Terrell Edwards called 911. He told the dispatcher he'd shot his fiancée, Amanda Williams, multiple times in her bedroom. He claimed self-defense, but here's what he didn't tell them. It was her house, her bedroom, her home that she'd worked for years to buy. If he was so afraid, why didn't he just walk out the door? Here's what else he didn't tell them. He had 2 guns. He took both guns out to his car, removed them from the house. Then he went back inside. Then he shot her 6 times.
Also, everybody who has supported Amanda the Stylist and my brand, you get the hair scalp souffle, you purchase Charmaine Diamond hair extensions, or to my fellas, y'all get the beard balm. Thank you so much. You guys are most certainly appreciated, and I love each and every one of y'all.
Amanda Williams was 46 years old. She owned Alamode Styles, her own hair salon in University Heights, Ohio. She'd created her own product line, Charma Diamond Hair Extensions, and scalp oil, beard balm. She had 2 kids, a grandson named Tylen, who she adored. She'd been with Terrell Edwards for 6 years. They were engaged. On social media, they looked perfect.
Hey, birthday girl. What you doing? Are you having breakfast?
But 3 years before she was killed, Amanda sent Terrell a text message. The message said, "Every time I look in the mirror, I get angry all over again. To walk around looking like a battered woman is not only embarrassing, but humiliating. To use your foot to do damage is one of the ultimate signs of destruction." He'd kicked her in the face. Hard enough to put her in the hospital. She wore a mask afterward and told everyone it was for COVID. Even her daughter Tyler, who lived with her, didn't know what really happened. October 9th, 2023. An argument over a text message. Amanda told him to leave multiple times. It was her house. He took both guns out to his car, then went back inside, then shot her 6 times in her bedroom. 6 times. Before we continue, please hit that like button and subscribe. These stories matter. Amanda Sharon Williams, born April 18th, 1977, in Cleveland, Ohio. Parents George Williams and Jewel Lewis. She graduated from Shaw High School in 1995. Bachelor of Science degree from Cleveland State University. By 2023, she owned Alamode Styles, a full-service hair salon in University Heights near downtown Cleveland. Here's what you need to understand about the salon industry. 80% of salons close within 18 months. 80%. The failure rate is devastating. Most stylists can't transition from working for someone else to building their own business. the overhead costs, the client acquisition, the inventory management, and the marketing. Most people can't sustain it. Amanda didn't just survive, she thrived.
Okay, as you guys probably know, I sell premium quality bundle hair. It's called Charmaine Diamond. So Charmaine Diamond hair extensions, I'm going to show you a few of the textures that I carry that's in stock.
She wasn't just doing hair, she was building a brand. Charma Diamond Hair Extensions, Amanda the Stylist Hair and Scalp Oil, Beard Balm for Men. She'd gotten her products into Play Beauty Supply Store, on the shelves, in retail stores. Do you understand how hard that is? Most small businesses never get retail distribution. Amanda did.
So just wanted to share with you, many of you already use my hair and scalp souffle, and many of you already use the beard balm. You come in the salon to pick it up, you order it online, and thank you so much for the support.
She posted regularly product demos, hair tutorials, motivational content. Behind the scenes at the salon, she was building not just a client base, but a community. One of the community members who was interviewed on the news said this about Amanda: "I've been knowing Amanda for at least 30 years, and we've been friends, buddies, from the day I met her." Amanda had 2 children, Tyler, 25, and Tristan. She had a grandson, Tylen, who lived with her along with Tyler. Her brother Joey was close to her. Her parents visited from Cleveland regularly. She was a Delta Sigma Theta, active in her sorority, active in her community. She wasn't just running a business. She was connecting people, lifting people up, making University Heights a tighter community. People didn't come to Alamode Styles just because Amanda was good at hair. They came because they liked her, because she remembered their kids' names, because she asked about their lives, because she made them feel seen. This is who Amanda Williams was, a successful black businesswoman who'd built something real, a mother, a grandmother, a sister, a friend, someone who mattered. Terrell Edwards, 41 years old, worked at a hospital, drove for Walmart on the side to make extra money. He and Amanda had been together 6 years. He lived in her house in Warrenville Heights, her house that she owned. On social media, they looked like they'd found it, like they'd figured out the formula for a successful relationship. Valentine's Day dinners, date nights, a trip to Vegas for Terrell's birthday, an Usher concert, premium seats, both dressed up smiling, anniversary posts. Early 2023, Terrell proposed. He did it at a family gathering. Amanda looked genuinely happy. The ring was stunning. Friends and family celebrated. Comments flooded in. "Congratulations, you deserve this. So happy for you both." But according to Amanda's family and close friends, things weren't what they look like online. They were already in couples counseling when he proposed. Amanda had been thinking about leaving. 3 years before Amanda was killed, something happened. November 2020. Amanda was hospitalized. 2 days after she was discharged, she sent Terrell a text message. This is the actual text, word for word, every single word. Read that again. "To use your foot to do damage." He kicked her in the face hard enough to hospitalize her, hard enough that when she looked in the mirror, she saw a battered woman. Amanda had photos on her phone from that time. Hospital records confirmed she'd been treated 2 days before sending that text. The injuries were documented. The timeline was clear. After the incident, Amanda wore a mask. This was November 2020, middle of the pandemic. Masks were everywhere. Nobody questioned it. She told people it was for COVID. Even Tyler, her daughter who lived in the same house, didn't know her mother had been hurt by Terrell. Terrell's response to Amanda's text came the same day. "I'm glad we're both strong, and I hope you feel better, and I'm sorry for what I did." Then he sent another message an hour later. I just wish the love we say we have for each other would show every day unconditionally. Notice what he did there. He apologized, then immediately shifted to what Amanda should be doing differently. I just wish the love we say we have. As if the problem was her not showing enough love, not him putting her in the hospital. Amanda's response: it will never be the same. It will never be the same. She knew. In November 2020, Amanda Williams knew her relationship with Terrell Edwards was irreparably broken. She knew it would never be the same. 3 years later, she said yes to his proposal. According to Amanda's family, this wasn't the first incident. Terrell had reportedly been arrested for violence against Amanda in 2019. A different woman had allegedly filed a restraining order against him in 2020, accusing him of stalking and threats. There was a pattern. Amanda's family saw it. Her friends saw it. Her sorority sisters saw it. But on social media, they looked perfect. October 9th, 2023, a Monday. Amanda had just returned from a cosmetology convention in Columbus. She'd been networking, learning about new products, connecting with other salon owners, building her business the way she always did. That morning, she posted her usual content. Earlier that day, Terrell sent Amanda a text message. She didn't respond right away. She was busy. She was working. She had clients. She had a business to run. He sent another text, then another. She still didn't respond immediately. That's what started it. She didn't text back fast enough. They started arguing through text messages. The argument escalated quickly. Amanda made a decision. She disconnected Terrell's phone service, shut off his line completely. Terrell went out and got a new phone number, a new SIM card, and he kept texting, kept calling. The argument moved from text messages to in person. It started in the basement of Amanda's house, away from Tyler and Tylen upstairs. Amanda told Terrell to leave multiple times. This is her house, her home that she'd worked years to afford. She told him to get out. Terrell refused. He started packing his things, making a show of it, but he wasn't actually leaving. He was escalating. Then Terrell went out to his car. Inside the house, on the nightstand in the bedroom, he had 2 guns. 2. He went into the bedroom, took both guns, and carried them out to his car. Think about that for a second. If you're afraid of someone, if you genuinely fear for your safety, you take the weapons out of the situation. You remove the danger. That's what it looks like he was doing, removing the guns. The argument moved upstairs to Amanda's bedroom, her bedroom in her house. Amanda grabbed a knife from somewhere. Investigators never determined where. She held it and told Terrell to get out. Terrell pulled out his phone. He started recording video. He recorded Amanda with the knife, telling him to leave. He recorded the whole thing. Why? What was he planning to use that video for? The video shows Amanda backing away from him, not charging at him. The video shows her in her own bedroom, in her own house, holding a knife and telling him to get out. Then he shot her. At 11:30 p.m., 3 hours after the shooting started, Terrell Edwards called 911.
She grabbed the phone out of my hand while I'm trying to record and took the knife and poked the screen and pushed the screen on the phone. Then she slid the phone. And then she come talking to me, so I'm running around the room. I jump up on the bed, and when I jump up on the bed, she trying to come down on me with the knife, so I grabbed her gun from under the mattress, and she jumped, she was trying to come out. I shot, man. I kept telling her, baby, calm down, put the knife down, stop.
Officers arrived at 11:34 p.m. 4 minutes after the call, they found Amanda Williams unresponsive in her bedroom, multiple gunshot wounds, blood on the walls, blood on the floor, overturned furniture. Paramedics arrived moments later. They attempted to resuscitate her. CPR, advanced life support, everything they had. Amanda Williams was pronounced deceased at the scene at 11:41 p.m. She was 46 years old. Terrell Edwards was taken to Warrenville Heights Police Department for questioning. He provided a statement. Self-defense, he said. She came at him with a knife. He feared for his life. He had no choice but to defend himself. Detectives asked questions. Standard questions. Timeline questions. The detectives noted inconsistencies. Terrell said Amanda charged at him, but the video on his phone showed Amanda backing away. Terrell said he shot her 3 or 4 times. The medical examiner counted 6. Gunshot wounds. Terrell said it happened quickly, but he'd called 911 hours after the argument started. Within 48 hours, Terrell Edwards was released from police custody. No charges filed. He walked out of the police station a free man. Why? Ohio's stand your ground law. He'd claimed self-defense. Without being able to immediately disprove his claim, police couldn't hold him. Amanda's family was devastated.
Now to a cry for justice after a young mom and business owner was shot to death. Amanda Williams was killed 2 weeks ago in her home. Today, her family is demanding to know why the man police arrested was set free.
Amanda's family organized. They rallied. They gathered evidence. They weren't going to let this go.
I have to live the rest of my life knowing that I wasn't there for my baby. She must have been terrified. She must have been terrified for her children downstairs.
I just want justice for my mom. Something has to happen. We don't feel safe.
Pastor Rob Vernon of the Word Church stood with the family. He'd collected evidence, text messages, photos, hospital records, documentation of years of abuse.
I saw a pattern of domestic abuse. Watch this whole pattern of abuse, apology, abuse, apology.
The family marched to Warrenville Heights Police Department. They marched to City Hall. Fox 8 News was there documenting everything. Amanda's daughter Tyler spoke at every press conference. She broke down multiple times, but she kept speaking for her mother.
I'm speaking for my mom because she's not here to tell her story. My mom did not deserve this at all. She was the best person, the most loved. I thank you guys for the support.
Amanda's sorority sisters from Delta Sigma, Theta showed up. People who'd known her for decades. They held vigils. They wrote letters to the prosecutor. They demanded justice. The family's attorney presented additional evidence to the prosecutor's office. The text messages from 2020, the full thread showing the pattern, hospital records, photos of injuries, statements from friends and family documenting years of controlling behavior. The pressure worked. The case was reopened. More detectives were assigned. The Cuyahoga County Prosecutor's Office reviewed every piece of evidence. On November 3, 2023, nearly a month after Amanda's death, Terrell Edwards was formally charged with murder, felonious assault, and domestic violence. Terrell Edwards was arrested. This time, there was no bond. He was held in Cuyahoga County Jail pending trial. Amanda's family finally felt like they could breathe. The trial began in early 2024. State of Ohio versus Terrell Edwards. The prosecution's case was methodical. They presented evidence piece by piece, building a timeline, establishing a pattern, destroying the self-defense claim. They started with the medical examiner. The prosecution presented the 2020 text messages. Amanda's words read aloud in court. The jury heard every word. Some jurors shook their heads. Others took notes. One juror wiped tears from her eyes. The prosecution called Amanda's friends, her family, her clients. They testified about who Amanda was, what she'd built, how she'd talked about wanting to leave but feeling trapped. The prosecution presented the video Terrell had recorded on his phone, the video he thought would save him. The jury watched in silence. Amanda in her bedroom, holding a knife, backing away from Terrell, telling him to leave, her voice shaking but firm. "This is my house. Get out. Get out of my house." The video was 47 seconds long. It ended seconds before the first gunshot.
I told him to leave. I want you to leave. Go. He said no. And she has a knife with her. And they're arguing. And the defendant gets a gun and shoots her 6 times.
The defense tried to argue self-defense. Their attorney presented Terrell as a victim, as someone who'd been in a toxic relationship, as someone who'd been forced to make a split-second decision to save his own life. But the prosecution destroyed that narrative piece by piece. The prosecution presented evidence of Terrell's pattern of behavior. The 2019 arrest. The restraining order was filed by another woman. Text messages from Amanda's friends documenting her fear. The jury deliberated for 7 hours. On March 4th, 2024, they returned to the courtroom with a verdict. The courtroom erupted. Amanda's family sobbed. Amanda's mother wailed. Terrell Edwards showed no visible emotion. His face was blank. He was immediately taken into custody, led out of the courtroom in handcuffs. March 11th, 2024, 1 week after the guilty verdict, the court reconvened for sentencing. Terrell Edwards sat at the defense table in an orange jumpsuit, shackled. Amanda's family filled the courtroom. Delta Sigma Theta sisters wore their letters. Clients from Alamode Styles came to support. The courtroom was packed. The judge began by denying the defense's motion to overturn the verdict. Then came victim impact statements. Amanda's family would finally speak directly to Terrell Edwards. Tyler Williams went first. Amanda's daughter, 25 years old. A single mother, now without her mother.
I can't never call my mom again and tell her I love her. I can't never call and tell her about my day, about how my daughter is doing, how she's growing up. I can't do that no more. And you said you never wanted me to be traumatized. I was traumatized the moment I walked in the room and see my mom lying there. And I was even more traumatized. I couldn't even hold her with her last breath. I just can't.
Amanda's brother spoke next.
My sister did everything right in life, but running across Terrell, man, I can't imagine I can't even look at my niece and nephew too long. I can't imagine what they're going through. You know, they trusted somebody. Right. They trusted somebody, and this what he did.
Then the prosecutor spoke. The defense attorney asked for leniency. He argued that Terrell had no significant criminal history, that he'd been cooperative throughout the investigation, that he'd been a productive member of society. Then the judge spoke. Life in prison with parole eligibility after 15 years, plus 9 additional years for 3 firearm specifications that had to be served consecutively. Terrell Edwards would spend a minimum of 24 years in prison before he could even be considered for parole. He would be 65 years old. Outside the courthouse, Amanda's family held their final press conference. The defense attorney announced they had 30 days to file an appeal. But for Amanda's family, the fight was over. Justice had been served. Amanda Sharon Williams, April 18, 1977 to October 9, 2023. 46 years old, Amanda built Alamode Styles from nothing. She'd overcome the 80% failure rate. She'd created her own product line. She'd gotten her products into retail stores. She'd built a community around her salon. She was a Delta Sigma Theta, a mother to Tyler and Tristan, a grandmother to Tylen, a friend to hundreds, an inspiration to thousands. In the months after Amanda's death, her family and friends established the Amanda Williams Foundation. The foundation provides resources for women leaving abusive relationships. It helps with security deposits for apartments. It provides legal assistance. It offers counseling services. Alamode Styles remained closed for 3 months after Amanda's death. In January 2024, Tyler Williams made the decision to reopen it with the help of some of Amanda's longtime employees. The salon now has photos of Amanda throughout. Her products are still sold. Her legacy lives on. But Amanda isn't there to see it. October 9th, 2023. An argument over a text message. Amanda told Terrell to leave her house multiple times. He refused. He took both guns out to his car, then went back inside, then shot her 6 times. 6 times in her bedroom. In her house, the house she'd worked for, the home she'd built for her daughter and grandson, Amanda's. Family wants her story to be a warning. They want women to recognize the signs, the control, the jealousy, the isolation, the violence, the text message from 2020. It will never be the same. Amanda knew. She knew 3 years before she was killed that the relationship was broken. But she stayed, and it cost her everything. According to the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence, 1 in 4 women experience severe intimate partner violence in their lifetime. On average, nearly 20 people per minute are physically harmed by an intimate partner in the United States. When it comes to deadly domestic violence, 1 in 2 female murder victims are killed by an intimate partners. 65% of murder attempts where someone takes their own life afterward involve intimate partners. 96% of those victims are female. The signs Amanda showed, the hidden injuries, the text messages, the fear, the planning to leave, these are warning signs. If you see yourself in Amanda's story, please know you don't have to wait. You don't have to have a plan. You don't have to figure everything out first. You just have to leave. The National Domestic Violence Hotline is available 24/7 at 1-800-799-72233. You can also text START to 88788. You can visit thehotline.org. They can help you create a safety plan. They can connect you with resources. They can help you leave safely. You are not alone. You deserve safety. You deserve peace. You deserve life. Amanda Williams deserved life. She deserved to keep building her business. She deserved to watch her grandson grow up. She deserved to see her daughter build her future. She deserved to keep lifting up her community. She deserved so much more than what Terrell Edwards took from her. Rest in peace, Amanda Sharon Williams. Your light will never be forgotten. Your legacy lives on in the Amanda Williams Foundation, in Alamode Styles, in every life you touched, in every person you inspired. Gone but never forgotten. Thank you for watching. If this story impacted you, please share it. These stories matter. These victims matter. Awareness saves lives. Speak up, reach out, leave before it's too late. I'll see you in the next episode of Crime Sapien.